So your habits don't change your life, it's your identity that actually does. And once I understood this, my whole life shifted. While I get ready today, I'm going to be teaching you guys exactly how to become unrecognizable for 2026, inside and out, and how you can do the same. So let's get into the video. Most people think that you just need better habits. They think that they just have to wake up earlier, they just have to go to the gym, they have to read all those self-help books that you see online. But here's the real reason why you stay stuck. You're trying to build these new habits while you still identify as this old version of yourself. You can't create a new life with an outdated identity. It's like trying to run a new software on an old operating program. It just won't work. You need to upgrade the system as well. So let me know in the comments if there's ever been a habit that you really wanted to reinforce but you just couldn't stick to it. For me, it definitely has to be exercise. I've been trying to find a form of movement that I really enjoy, and I've been struggling with that the past few months especially. So this is the moment that everything changed for me. My identity shift last year started when everything in my life felt super chaotic. I've talked about this so many times, but it took me a while to land a job that actually aligned with what I was looking for and my goals for my career. Because of that, I fell off my routine. I didn't really have a proper routine, and because I didn't have a proper routine or a proper job at the time, I just felt like I had no confidence, and I kept telling myself I just need to glow up, I want a new job, I just want to feel proud of myself. But every day I was noticing that I was still acting like the old version of myself. I was acting like the version of myself that had just graduated and was looking for new jobs. I was filled with that new grad doubt, that the person that's always second guessing every decision of theirs, the person that doesn't sound so confident in interviews. It's something that a lot of you can relate to. I felt like I was always behind, and that's when I realized nothing changed because I didn't change. So one day I asked myself, who do I want to be this time next year? And what would she do today to get herself there? So I had a nice long journaling session with myself where I asked myself, what do I want to become? And how can I step into that person now so that a year from now, I actually become that person? And that one question changed everything for me. And I said this in my last video, if you act like the person you want to become, you become that person. Because you can trick your brain into believing anything. If you believe that you're behind, you will end up adopting that as your main identity. My high school gym teacher used to say, if you tell yourself you're tired, you're actually gonna feel tired all the time. Tell yourself that you have so much energy and your brain will get there. So this is the identity shift method that actually works. So this method made me unrecognizable compared to the person I was a year ago. It changed me mentally, emotionally, physically. So the first thing you're gonna do is name your future identity. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, that's too general. You need to get really specific. I said this in my last two videos as well. You can't just say, I want money. You have to say how much money you want. So when it comes to naming your future identity, you can say, I want to be consistent. I want to keep promises to myself. I want to lead with confidence. I don't want to be that person that second guesses myself. And as you're naming your future identity, tell yourself you're already there and tell yourself that it's very possible for you. Because one thing I've noticed is that all successful people are very confident. They're always assuming that things will always work out for them. And that is part of the reason why they have the audacity to go asking for things even if they're not fully qualified. So once you've named your future identity, the person that you want to become, the second thing that you're going to do is make decisions as if you were already that person. If you are in a meeting that you don't know how to lead, you would ask yourself, what would the person in that identity be doing right now? Would they ask for help? Would they read through the instructions? Would they have better prepared for this? What would they do differently? If you end up getting an interview at one of your dream companies and you've always been someone who's just been afraid of change, ask yourself, would the best version of myself avoid this, or would she take action? She would obviously take action. And when you start acting like your future identity, it's actually crazy how your behavior changes in your day-to-day. It's just things that you stop putting up with, especially from yourself. You no longer want to doom scroll. You no longer want to compare yourself to other people that you don't even know. You just lock in and start working on yourself. And the third thing that you want to do is align one habit to match this future version of yourself. Just one. So it doesn't have to be a 50-step ritual to get yourself there. You just need one habit that moves you closer to your identities. For example, if the highest version of yourself is someone who meditates every single morning, just follow through with that one habit. And when you keep these promises to yourself, I guarantee your life will change. So you guys know that I come from a STEM background, and I want to talk a little bit about the neuroscience behind this and why it actually works. So this actually ends up working because your brain wants to stay consistent. So this actually works because your brain is always trying to stay consistent with who you believe you are. So if you believe that you are someone who is confident, who always gets what they want, who other people respect, you start acting that way and it becomes your reality. That being said, if you always identify as the tired girl or the girl that's always inconsistent, or you call yourself lazy all the time, your brain will adapt to that and your daily habits will mimic that. So when your identity changes, your habits will naturally flow and you no longer want to put up with this version of yourself that stays in bed scrolling for hours. You don't stay as the person who's too afraid to chase their dreams, and you don't stay this person that is willing to let other people walk all over them. Your brain literally creates these new pathways that will support this life that you want to live, and all you have to do is just adopt this new identity. So if you think about it in terms of steps, it's going to be the identity, your thoughts, your habits, and then your reality. So here's exactly what I did to become unrecognizable. So I did 3 things. The very first thing is I stopped calling myself overwhelmed. Instead, I told myself I'm someone who handles life with clarity. Instead of saying, oh, I have 3 interviews this week, I am so overwhelmed, I started telling myself, wow, I have 3 interviews this week. Those are 3 different opportunities for me to present myself to these amazing companies that saw potential in me, and they saw my resume and they want to take time to talk to me, which means that I've already passed their initial screening. So see how different those 2 things are? That's an instant shift. And the second thing I did is I created structure and not motivation. I stopped waiting to feel inspired. You'll notice that you can't always rely on your motivation to get things done. Motivation comes and goes, okay? And if you're always relying, you have to do things when you don't feel like it. Right now, I'm literally on my lunch break filming this YouTube video because I told myself I will be consistent on YouTube this month and I want to keep that promise to myself. So right now I might feel like just relaxing or just going on my phone or going for a walk, but I'm here filming this YouTube video during my lunch break because I want to be consistent on YouTube. I'm acting as the version of myself that actually wants to get things done. So I have a goal to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this year, and by filming this YouTube video, I'm moving myself closer to my goal. So act like the version of yourself that actually gets things done. The third thing is that I removed anything that did not match my identity. That included people, habits, routines, and most importantly, the way I spoke about myself. How you speak about yourself actually matters. When you're out with your friends, don't make jokes about yourself in a way that doesn't benefit you. Don't make jokes about yourself, because when you do that, you open the door for other people to do that right back to you, and that's not what you want when you're trying to create your dream life. And because of that, my energy changed completely. I feel more confident. When I first started making YouTube videos, I felt so uncomfortable sitting here talking to a camera. Doing my makeup on camera felt really weird just because I have acne. I've talked about my acne on here, but I always just waited. I always just wanted to wait for my skin to clear before I started posting videos online. But honestly, posting on here and sharing my experiences and providing value to others is really helping build my confidence. My vision for the rest of this year just feels so real because I told myself I'm going to be consistent on YouTube. I'm going to learn how to edit my videos. I'm going to learn how to make better thumbnails. And because I'm doing that, I'm working closer towards my goals. So I feel better about myself as a person because I'm keeping those promises to myself. And it doesn't just have to be creating content. Maybe you want to go back to school, but you feel like you're not smart enough. But if you really want better for yourself, you would 100% go to that open house for that school. You would start your applications now. You would ask alumni for their experiences. If you already have that vision in your head, I always think that it's possible. And before you know it, you're getting more than you wanted. So here is how you can start today. So ask yourself, who do I need to become to live the life that I want in 2026? And the first thing that I would suggest you do is start creating your vision board. So in my last video, I talk about how to create the ultimate vision board that will actually manifest your dreams, and write down 3 identity traits. And then choose one action today that actually aligns with the future version of you. For example, if one of the identity traits is consistency, one action that would align with that is being consistent in the gym. So you would go out and actually get a gym membership or find a formal movement that you actually enjoy, or sign up for a workout class. And I promise you, when your identity shifts, your entire life follows. If you think about it, this is how people go from rags to riches. A lot of your favorite celebrities and public figures, they'll tell you that they started from nothing, and it's because they believed in themselves so strongly and they were willing to work their way to the top. So if you watched until the very end of this video, you're a real one. Comment down below what is one thing you want to change or become in 2026, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, my makeup's done now. Now it's time to show up as the version of yourself that you're becoming, and I know exactly what I need to do today to become that version of myself this time next year. And if you're on this journey too, just know that I'm here supporting you. I'm here offering advice to people who are also on their self-growth journey. And just know that your 2026 self is so proud already. For you to even sit here, seek out this video, watch this video, and take action from it. And don't forget to check out my digital planners that will help you live a more organized life one step at a time. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!